Thanks for dropping by my channel. This is the Grape Jelly Library and my name is Flo. Before we get into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I am participating in a challenge, and the challenge is read what you have on your shelves before you actually go out and buy more books. And it is a wonderful challenge, and I am excited to be a part of this challenge. But I am not going to lie, I am going through withdrawals, and at least a half a dozen times I was tempted to go book shopping. The thought does cross my mind quite a bit, and I have to tell myself, you know, slow down, not yet. The faster you read these books, then the sooner you can go. But until then, you need to buckle down and, you know, get this done. So I'm determined to do this. Upon checking my mail yesterday, this is what was in it. Can you believe it? Can you believe this? This is BS, because I am trying to do a thing and BAM Books is tempting me to the highest power with these coupons. And I want to go book shopping in the worst way. Oh, be still, be still. All right, so I'm going to try not to think about that. All right, so 25 books is my goal that I am trying to reach, and I almost had 3. But alas, I have 2. So here is my opinion on the 2.5 books that I have read thus far. The first book is A Mind Spread Out on the Ground by Alicia Elliott. A Mind Spread Out on the Ground translates to depression in the Mohawk language. And this is a book written by the experiences of the author herself, being Native American. It's a collection of short essays, and they deal with traumas, sexual assaults, oppression, poverty, mental illness, young parenthood, and it is a very thought-provoking read, and I certainly am glad that I read it. I always have enjoyed historical reads. I've always enjoyed stories about our fellow Native Americans. Stories like that call to me. I feel like they have so much that they can teach us, and I am, for one, drawn. I am drawn to their ways and to their teachings and to their beliefs, the Native Americans. And I find it very sad that we, as people, have to go that route and treat others less than humane. I believe that we are all created equal, no matter what we look like, no matter what our race, ethnicity, our religion, our belief, our weight, no matter what, we are all created the same, and no one has a right to demean any other human being. We're all just trying to live our lives the best that we can, and we do not need any one group or individuals making it harder on us. So this was a very good read. I am glad that I read it. I do recommend picking this book up and reading it if you have not. It is a very interesting, educational, thought-provoking read, and I think she did a great job with these essays, and I think that each and every topic needs to be heard. So kudos to Alicia Elliott for speaking her truth, putting it in writing, and sharing it with the world. The second book that I read, I will get to that in a minute. The third book that I was working on is called Tender is the Flesh by Augustine Basterica, and I had to return it 10 chapters in. I was doing the Audible version of it. Thank goodness I did not purchase this book, because I would not want it on my precious bookshelves. There is no room on my bookshelves for this book. I did not like it at all. I did not appreciate it. I did not relate to it. I was disgusted by it. I was repulsed by it. I was grossed out by it. I was enraged by it. I had no more time for it. So back it went. This book is about a virus that was spread, which contaminated all of the animals, therefore resulting in the consumption of human beings, cannibalism. Human beings are now being slaughtered in the manner that animals are. It is a very descriptive book, and a very repulsing book, amongst so many other negative words I can conjure up. I just could not. It goes into detail how human beings are being slaughtered, much in the same manner that we slaughter our animals. Now, this book does not sit well with me at all, because I love all animals, and it is my belief that no animal has to die in order for me to eat. So I am very careful about what I allow to creep into my world. I do not want to know that an animal is being put to death in a gruesome way so that I can have bacon. No, that's not how I roll. If that's how you roll, that is your prerogative. I am just simply saying this book was not for me in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I should say the individual human beings that are being slaughtered, the meat is now considered and known as special meat. And you know, they are talking about consuming the whole entire body. The brains, the hands, the feet, the heart. No part of the human being will be left unprocessed. So to me, with each human slaughter, my mind automatically goes to what these animals go through, and I am not on board with that. So it is my hope that anyone who does pick this book up and decides to read it, that they will actually, you know, really think about the relationship between what this book is implying with the human slaughter compared to and versus the way that we slaughter our animals. And then perhaps maybe consume a little less meat in their, daily diet. I would never, ever, ever tell somebody what to do or how to live, but it is absolutely my hope that anybody who reads this book will think a little bit harder about the value of a life, whether it is human beings or our beloved animals. So yeah, did not like that book at all. Hated it, actually. That is one of the books that I have attempted to read that will forever go down in the history of my book reading as a book that I literally cannot stand. If I had to rate it, I'm rating it in the negative. I cannot even elaborate on a writing style because my brain cannot get past the subject matter, the topic at hand. Not for me. The second book that I read, so you know what? I am willing to lose the progression of chalking up 3 books read. I am willing to say, you know what? I'll go back to 2 books read and consider those 10 chapters that I invested into this book null and void, and that will be worth it to me, and I will just move on from there, and the next book that I pick up will actually be my book number 3. The second book that I read, I would like to do a video on this because, oh my goodness, this is a what the heck am I reading kind of book. It is Mommy Dearest by Christine Crawford. So yay to this book challenge, because I have always wanted to know this story, but I have never invested my time in it. And I did have this book hanging out, just chilling out in my Audible, and month after month, it was going unnoticed. And so now, after perusing what I had available to me, I said, yes, let's do that. And I am more than happy to say that I finally know the story. If you have read Mommy Dearest, or you have watched the 1981 movie Mommy Dearest, comment below and let me know, what did you think of that? What is your take on it? I am going to do a video on that, and I'm going to tell you what my take on this was. But for now, I am just going to leave it at Mommy Dearest by Christine Crawford is definitely a book that you want to read. Stay tuned for my next video. Until we meet again, know that I love you. Be well, be good, and be reading, friends.